Hello beta, I hope you all are fit and fine. Beta, today we are going to discuss the numerical problems based on projectile motion. So beta, firstly I will do the numerical based on the horizontal projectile and then on angular projectile. So beta, if you remember, in the case of horizontal projectile, initially there is no component of velocity along y direction. It means uy is equal to 0. And beta, there is no force along x direction. It means along horizontal direction. It means there is no acceleration along x axis. So I am writing ax equal to 0. So first of all, I am writing all the formulas which we have derived in the case of horizontal projectile. One equation along y axis we have got like as y equal to 1 by 2 at square. And beta, time of flight t we have calculated it as under root 2h upon g. It means h here it is representing the height of the point of projection from the ground. Okay, okay beta, after that resultant velocity we have calculated v equal to Vx I cap plus Vy j cap, and from here we have written modulus of V is equal to Vx square plus Vy square, and at last we have written tan beta equal to Vy upon Vx, where beta is the angle made by the resultant velocity with the horizontal direction. So beta, now I am starting the numerical problems. First problem we have, a hiker stands on the edge of a cliff 490 meters above the ground and throws a stone horizontally. So it is a case of horizontal projectile with an initial speed of 15 meters per second. Clear? So firstly I am making the diagram. Let it is a cliff and it is a ground level. Like this. Okay beta, the height of this cliff is given as 490 meter, and from this point a stone is thrown horizontally, so it will move in this manner. So beta, initial speed along x axis it is given as 15 meter per second. So beta, what we have to find the time taken by the stone to reach the ground. It means from this point to this point, when the stone will come, we have to find the time period. So, time of flight, we have to calculate. Second, the speed with which it hits the ground. Now beta, we have to calculate the resultant speed of the stone when it will hit the ground at this point. Suppose it is point A, O and it is point B. So resultant velocity it is equal to V. So it will have two components, Vx and Vy. Clear? So beta, velocity with which stone hits the ground. So with the first question, time of flight, we have equation y equal to 1 by 2 at square. Again I will tell how this equation will come to us for time period, that is under root 2h upon g. But along y axis we can write y equal to uyt plus 1 by 2 ayt square. The value of uy is equal to 0. So y we can write 1 by 2 ayt square. But where y represents the displacement along y direction. When the stone will reach from point A to B, it will cover the displacement of 490 meter along y direction. It means when the value of y is 490 meter, then the stone will reach to the point B. So from this point to this point, time period is known as time of flight. So In place of small t, I am writing capital T. Clear? So beta from here t square equal to 490 into 2 divided by 9.8. So from here the value of t will come under root 490 into 2 divided by 9.8. So t will come 10 second. Clear? Okay beta, look at second. We have to calculate the resultant velocity with which the stone will hit the ground. For calculating this, we have to calculate Vx and Vy. Clear? So Vx and Vy we will calculate when the stone will reach to point B. It means while calculating Vx and Vy, we have to take time of flight. So beta, initially Vx. You know very well that there is no change in the velocity along x direction. So whatever the value of ux, it will be equal to whatever the value of ux, it will be equal to value of vx. So vx is equal to 15 meter per second. Second, vy. Beta vy is equal to ui plus ayt. ठीक है, ओके बेटा ui is equal to 0, ay small g, t time of flight, the value of time of flight we have 10. So beta it is equal to ayt, g into capital T, that is 10. So value of vy is equal to 98 meter per second. Clear? And vx 15 meter per second. Okay, now beta, the value of v is equal to 15 I cap plus 98 j cap. Now magnitude of resultant velocity is equal to 15 square plus 98 square, and it will come approximately equal to 99.1 meter per second. So with this velocity, the stone will hit to the point B, that is to ground. Clear? Okay beta, now second question. Listen carefully. A body is thrown horizontally. It means again it is a case of horizontal projectile from the top of a tower and strikes the ground after 3 seconds at an angle of 45 degree with the ground. So beta, first of all draw the diagram for this condition. Okay, a body is thrown horizontally from the top of a tower. Suppose O to A, this is a tower, and strikes the ground after 3 seconds. So beta, जो बॉडी यहाँ से फेंकी गई है, that body will strike the point B after 3 seconds. It means time of flight, that is capital T, is given to us 3 seconds. At an angle of 45 degree with the ground. So बेटा जो ये रिजल्टेंट वेलोसिटी है बॉडी की, इट इज मेकिंग एंगल 45 डिग्री विद हॉरिजॉन्टल. क्लियर? ओके, नाउ फाइंड द हाइट ऑफ टावर. फर्स्ट, हाइट ऑफ द टावर. सेकेंड, the speed with which the body was projected. Speed with which body was projected. So beta, first question, height of the tower. So suppose this is h. So we have to calculate the value of h. Again we will write the equation along y direction. Y equal to 1 by 2 ay t square. Clear? So beta, when the object will strike to point B, then it will cover the displacement h. So in place of y, I am writing h. 1 by 2, the value of ay is equal to g, and in this question g we have to take 9.8 meter per second square. It is mentioned. So 9.8 t, capital T square. And beta, the time of flight is given to us, that is 3 seconds. So beta, h is equal to 1 by 2 into 9.8 into 3 square, again 9. Clear? So it will become 4.9 into 9. Clear? So beta, the answer will come 44.1 meter. So first question we have done, height of the tower. Second, speed with which the body was projected. It means initial speed we have to calculate. There is no initial component of velocity along y direction. It means we have to calculate the value of ux. One more thing beta, this angle is given 45 degree. We know very well that tan beta is equal to Vy upon Vx. So beta, at this point angle is given as 45 degree. So we will put tangent 45 degree equal to Vy upon Vx. So what we have to do in this question, we have to calculate the values of Vy and Vx. Okay, Vy, Uy plus Ay into t divided by Vx, it is equal to Ux. We have done this in the earlier classes. So beta, tan 45 1, beta Uy value 0, Ay again equal to g, that is 9.8. और beta, angle 45 कब बना है? When the object is at point B, it means time period we have to take as time of flight. So beta, the value of t is 3 seconds divided by ux we have to calculate. So ux is equal to 9.8 into 3. It will come 8 3 ja 24, 9 3 ja 27 and 2, 29.4 meter per second. Clear? So beta, these are the numericals which comes a number of times in the exam, and they are of horizontal projectile. Now beta, I will come on the angular projectile. Beta, angular projectile means whenever the object is thrown at an angle theta with the horizontal. Clear? So what I will do here, firstly I will write all the formulas which we have calculated in the case of angular projectile. Okay beta, in the case of angular projectile, you know very well that the value of ax is equal to 0. So beta, I am writing the all formulas which we have discussed and calculated in the case of angular projectile. So beta, first expression is for equation of trajectory, and that was y equal to x tangent theta minus 1 by 2 g u square cos square theta into x square. Clear? And beta, after that we have calculated the expression for maximum height, u square sin square theta upon 2g. And beta, after that range, u square sin 2 theta upon g. And beta, after that we have calculated the expression for velocity v. It is the resultant velocity at any point time t, So vx I cap plus vy j cap. If you want to calculate the magnitude of resultant velocity, it is equal to under root vx square plus vy square. And at last tangent beta is equal to Vx upon Vy upon Vx. Clear? So beta, first problem we have, a cricket ball is thrown at a speed of 28 meter per second. It means initial velocity we have given, it is 28 meter per second in a direction 30 degree above the ground. So beta, first of all I am making the diagram for this condition. It is a beta ground, and from this point a cricket ball is thrown in this manner, and beta angle made by this ball with horizontal is 30 degree and initial speed is 28 meter per second. It is point A and it is point B. Now calculate the maximum height. It means this height we have to calculate. Second, the time taken by the ball to return to the same level. Beta A and B both are at the same level. When the ball will reach from point A to B, it means it is the time of flight which is asked by this numerical. So time of flight. Beta third, the horizontal distance from the thrower to the point where the ball returns at the same level. बेटा it is a point of thrown, and बेटा B तक वो जो ball है वो जा चुकी है, and B is at the same level as that of A. So बेटा when the ball will reach from A to B, then this distance AB is the horizontal distance. Okay beta, first of all maximum height. So expression we have u square sin square theta upon 2g. So hm u square sin square theta upon 2g. Beta value of u 28 sin square 30 degree upon 2 into 9.8. Beta one more thing, if in the numerical it is given that you have to take the value of g as 10 meter per second square, then you have to take 10, otherwise you will take the value of g as 9.8. So after calculating this, sin 30 1 by 2, so 1 by 2 का square 2 into 9.8. When you will solve it, the answer will come 10 meter. Okay beta, now time of flight. But a time of flight, that is capital T, and the value of capital T equal to 2u sin theta upon g. But if you remember, in the case of angular projectile, we have calculated the expression for time of period, and it is equal to 2u sin theta upon g. So beta 2 into 28 sin 30 upon g. And beta sin 30 is equal to 1 by 2 and beta when you will solve it, the answer will come 2.9 second. And beta last case, horizontal distance. Horizontal distance means range from point A to B. Beta expression for range we have u square sin 2 theta upon g. So beta u 28 its square sin 2 theta sin 2 into 30 degree, and beta g it is equal to 9.8. So 28 square sin 2 into 30 sin 60 upon 9.8, and the value of sin 60 is under root 3 by 2. So 28 square into under root 3 by 2 divided by 9.8, and the answer will come 69.3 meter. Clear? So beta, whenever you will do the numerical related to angular projectile, you should know about the expressions for time period, range, maximum height, equation of trajectory, etc. Clear? Okay beta, now second problem we have. Listen carefully. A projectile has a range of 50 meter. So range is given to us and reaches a maximum height of 10 meter. After that, maximum height is given as 10 meter. So we have to calculate the angle at which the projectile is fired. So beta, in this question, range and height is given to us and we have to calculate angle with which the projectile is fired. It means angle theta is to be calculated. Okay beta, range is given as 50 meter and maximum height is given as 10 meter. So we have to calculate this angle theta. But firstly, write down the expressions for height and range. But the formula for range is u square sine 2 theta upon g. U square sine 2 theta upon g, and it is equal to 50 meter. But a sine 2 theta we can write 2 sine theta cos theta. So u square into 2 sine theta cos theta upon g is equal to 50. So it is the first equation we have. Now hm equal to 10 meter. H, the expression for height is u square sine square theta upon 2g, and it is equal to 10 meter. It is equation number second. So बच्चों, divide first and second equation. So r over h is equal to, बेटा u square से u square get cancel out, g to g cancel out. बेटा यहाँ पर ध्यान से देखना आप. Here sin theta we have, and in this expression it is sin square theta we have. Clear? So beta, when you will divide it, one sin theta will get cancel out, only one sin theta will remain here. So beta, 2 sin theta cos theta, u square से u square कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा, तो मैंने ये टर्म एज इट इज वहां पर लिख दी. बेटा g से g भी कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा. क्लियर? तो r की टर्म तो ये बचेगी. h में क्या क्या बचेगा? साइन स्क्वायर थीटा डिवाइड बाय 2. क्लियर? ओके बेटा. नाउ बेटा एक साइन से एक साइन यहां पर कैंसिल हो जाएगा, तो 2 cos थीटा अपॉन साइन थीटा अपॉन 2, sorry, it is 2. So beta, it will become 4 cos theta over sin theta. Beta, from here h over r is equal to 1 by 4 sin theta upon cos theta. So it will become 1 by 4 tangent theta. Beta, h की वैल्यू क्या आती? 50, sorry, 10, and r की वैल्यू 50. So h I am putting 10 over 50 is equal to 1 by 4 tangent theta. So 1 by 5, 1 by 4 tangent theta. So from here tangent theta is equal to 4 over 5. Clear? So बेटा यहाँ पर tan थीटा 4 over 5 है. इसकी वैल्यू आपको नहीं पता है कि किस एंगल के लिए टेंजेंट की वैल्यू 4 by 5 है. सो आप यहीं तक रख सकते हैं एक्सप्रेशन को. थीटा इज इक्वल टू tan इनवर्स 4 over 5. क्लियर? ओके बेटा. नेक्स्ट, prove that the maximum horizontal range is 4 times the maximum height attained by the projectile when the angle of projection is 45 degree. और बेटा सेकंड, ओके बेटा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, प्रूव दैट maximum horizontal range is 4 times O maximum height at 45 degree angle. So इस क्वेश्चन में और मैक्स की वैल्यू हमें प्रूव करना है दैट इट इज इक्वल टू 4 टाइम्स ऑफ एच मैक्स at angle 45 degree. So beta R max, we know that maximum range is given by u square upon g. Now beta h max, it is equal to u square sin square theta upon 2g. So beta at angle 45 degree, we will calculate the value of h max. U square sin square 45 degree upon 2g. So what is equal to U square sin square 45. But sin 45 होता है 1 by root 2. तो we will write 1 by root 2 का square upon 2g. Clear? Okay now U square upon 2g into 1 by root 2 का square. It is equal to 1 by 2. So it is equal to u square upon 4g. Beta u square upon g is the value of R max. So we can write it as 1 by 4 of R max. Clear? So from here beta, we can write h max is equal to 1 by 4 of R max. So R max is equal to 4 times of h max at angle 45 degree. क्लियर? सो बेटा ये भी एक रिलेशन बन जाता है, कई बार आपसे पूछने जाता है एक नंबर में। तो बेटा इसके बाद आपके पास एक और रिलेशन है जो कई बार पूछ नहीं जाते, दैट इज r स्क्वायर अपॉन 2h प्लस 8h इज प्लस 2h इज इक्वल टू r max. This kind of expression can be asked in the exam, where R is horizontal range, H is maximum height and R max is maximum horizontal range. So बेटा ये लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में वैल्यूज हमें गिवन है, इनकी वैल्यू हमें कितना प्रूव करना है, यूज कर लो जी. ओके बेटा नाउ द लास्ट न्यूमेरिकल आई विल डू हियर ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ट्रैजेक्टरी, दैट इज y इक्वल टू x tan थीटा माइनस 1 by 2 gx स्क्वायर u स्क्वायर cos स्क्वायर थीटा. Clear? Question we have, at what angle a body be projected with a velocity of 24 meters per second just to pass over obstacle at 16 meter high from ground and at horizontal distance of 32 meter. So before that look at the expression again y. But यहाँ पर जो y है it is representing the y coordinate or displacement along y direction. X the displacement along x direction or x coordinate you can see. Theta point of project, angle of projection, g acceleration due to gravity, u initial speed, x square again x is x coordinate. Clear? So here with a velocity of 24 meter per second, it means u is given. It's a data u is equal to 24 meter per second. Just to pass power of taken at 16 meter high from the ground. बेटा सपोज करो यहाँ पर कुछ टेकन है, ये जो हाइट है, it is 16 meter and at horizontal distance of 32 meter. So बेटा this is the value of y and this is the value of x. Clear? So बेटा y 16x 32 tan theta as it is minus 1 by 4 g tan. In this question it is mentioned that we have to take the value of g as 10 meter per second square. X square 32 square divided by u square cos square theta. The u value 24 का square cos square theta. So beta 16 32 tan theta minus 10 over 25 32 का square divided by 24 का square. बेटा 1 over cos square theta क्या होता है? Secant square theta. Look carefully at this expression. Okay बेटा, now 16 equal to 32 tangent theta minus 5. 32 into 32, 24 into 24 secant square theta plus 16 theta 32. तो यहाँ पर 2 आ जाएगा, तो 1 equal to 2 tangent theta minus 5 into 16 into 2 16 से डिवाइड कर दो तो यहाँ पर 1 बच जाएगा, यहाँ पर 2, तो यहाँ पर 32 की जगह 2 में लिख देगा. Here secant square theta can be written as 1 plus tangent square theta. Like this. Clear? Beta, when you will solve it, it will become 1 equal to 2 tangent theta minus. यहाँ पर करेंगे 12 आएगा 24, 8 4 जा 32, 6 4 जा 24. Clear? So it will become 5 1 plus 10 square. So 2 tangent theta minus 5 as it is. यहाँ पर आ जाएगा 8, यहाँ पर आ जाएगा 6. बेटा when you will solve it, here 5 by 9 become yes 5 by 9. So beta 1 is equal to 2 tangent theta minus 5 by 9 1 plus 10 square theta. So यहाँ से ऐसे लो आपको पास आ जाएगा 9 equal to 18 tangent theta minus 5 minus 5 10 square theta. So इसको आप लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में ले जाओ तो it will become 5 tangent square theta minus 18 tan theta. राइट में कौन कौन है -5 और बेटा 9 वहां पर जाएगा तो इट विल बिकम -14. तो नेट एक्सप्रेशन आ जाएगा 5 tan square theta minus 18 tangent theta plus 14 equal to 0. बेटा जब आप इसको थीटा के लिए सोल्व करोगे तो आपके पास जो एक्सप्रेशन आने वाला है वो आ जाएगा tangent theta is equal to 2.5 1.137 क्योंकि मेरे क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन है तो इट विल हैव टू रूट्स, तो 2 रूट के लिए मैंने वैल्यू निकाली, तो अब यहाँ पर भी छोड़ सकते हैं कि थीटा की जो वैल्यू है आइदर tan इनवर्स 2.4624 tan इनवर्स 1.137, ठीक है। So बेटा in this way you can calculate the angle of projection with the help of equation of projection. So beta, these were the numericals on the basis of the projectile motion. In the next video, we will go through the concept of uniform circular motion and the introduction of that motion we have studied in class 9. And in the next lecture, we will do it in the detail. So beta, I hope you have understood this. So with it, I am finishing this lecture. Have a nice day.